Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A hand-operated pump that resembles a pistol forces grease into parts of a machine. Large but transportable armament. A person who shoots a gun, as regards their ability. A pedal that controls the throttle valve. A professional killer who uses a gun. A weapon that discharges a missile at high velocity, especially from a metal tube or barrel. Shoot with a gun. The discharge of a firearm as signal or as a salute in military ceremonies. Two runners started before the gun. A hand-operated pump that resembles a pistol forces grease into parts of a machine. An army unit that uses big guns. Large but transportable armament. A means of persuading or arguing. Large but transportable armament. Large but transportable armament. Military supplies. A person who shoots a gun, as regards their ability. A professional killer who uses a gun. Chemistry. A substance that initiates or accelerates a chemical reaction without itself being affected. A pedal that controls the throttle valve. A scientific instrument that increases the kinetic energy of charged particles. A valve that regulates the supply of fuel to the engine. A pedal that controls the throttle valve. A fossil fuel in the gaseous state, used for cooking and heating homes. A volatile flammable mixture of hydrocarbons, hexane and heptane and octane etc., derived from petroleum, used mainly as a fuel in internal combustion engines. A state of excessive gas in the alimentary canal. The state of matter distinguished from the solid and liquid states by relatively low density and viscosity, relatively great expansion and contraction with changes in pressure and temperature, the ability to diffuse readily, and the spontaneous tendency to become distributed uniformly throughout any container. A pedal that controls the throttle valve. He stepped on the gas. Show off. A fluid in the gaseous state having neither independent shape nor volume and being able to expand indefinitely. Attack with gas, subject to gas fumes. The despot gassed the rebellious tribes. A pedal that controls the throttle valve. Kill by squeezing the throat of so as to cut off the air. A pedal that controls the throttle valve. Place limits on, extent or amount or access. Reduce the air supply. A valve that regulates the supply of fuel to the engine. A professional killer who uses a gun. 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 A person who shoots, usually with respect to their ability to shoot. A poor shooter. A gambler who throws dice in the game of craps. A large marble used for shooting in the game of marbles. A professional killer who uses a gun. Sports. A player who drives or kicks a ball at the goal, or a basketball player who shoots at the basket. A large sandwich made of a long crusty roll split lengthwise and filled with meats and cheese, and tomato and onion and lettuce and condiments. Different names are used in different sections of the United States. A professional killer who uses a gun. Any sluggish bottom-dwelling ray of the order Torpediniformes having a rounded body and electric organs on each side of the head capable of emitting strong electric discharges. An explosive device that is set off in an oil well, or a gas well, to start or to increase the flow of oil, or gas. Armament consisting of a long cylindrical self-propelled underwater projectile that detonates on contact with a target. A small explosive device that is placed on a railroad track and fires when a train runs over it. The sound of the explosion warns the engineer of danger ahead. A small firework that consists of a percussion cap and some gravel wrapped in paper. Explodes when thrown forcefully against a hard surface. Attack or hit with torpedoes. A professional killer who uses a gun. Strike down or shoot down. The hollow muscular organ located behind the sternum and between the lungs. Its rhythmic contractions move the blood through the body. A low-cut shoe without fastenings. A mechanical device that moves fluid or gas by pressure or suction. Deliver forth. Pump bullets into the dummy. Draw or pour with a pump. Flow intermittently. Move up and down. The athlete pumps weights in the gym. Operate like a pump. Move up and down, like a handle or a pedal. Pump the gas pedal. Question persistently. She pumped the witnesses for information. Raise, gases or fluids, with a pump. Supply in great quantities. The act of equipping with weapons in preparation for war. Weaponry used by military or naval force. An estimate based on little or no information. A solid missile discharged from a firearm. The shot buzzed past his ear. A person who shoots, usually with respect to their ability to shoot. He is a crack shot. An informal photograph, usually made with a small handheld camera. My snapshots haven't been developed yet. Varying in color when seen in different lights or from different angles. Chatoyant, or shot, silk. An aggressive remark directed at a person like a missile and intended to have a telling effect. His parting shot was, drop dead. A chance to do something. He wanted a shot at the champion. The launching of a missile or spacecraft to a specified destination. A consecutive series of pictures that constitutes a unit of action in a film. Sports. The act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club or racket or bat or cue or hand. A good shot requires good balance and tempo. The act of firing a projectile. Informal words for any attempt or effort. He gave it his best shot. The act of putting a liquid into the body by means of a syringe. The nurse gave him a flu shot. A small drink of liquor. He poured a shot of whiskey. A blow hard enough to cause injury. He is still recovering from a shot to his leg. An attempt to score in a game. An explosive charge used in blasting. Sports equipment consisting of a heavy metal ball used in the shot put. He trained at putting the shot. A lever that is operated with the foot. Operate, machinery, by a treadle. Tread over. The brickmaker treadles over clay to pick out the stones. A lever that is operated with the foot. A lever that is operated with the foot. A lever that is operated with the foot. A sustained bass note. Ride a bicycle. Operate the pedals on a keyboard instrument. Of or relating to the feet. The word for a pedal extremity is foot. A criminal who commits homicide, who performs the unlawful premeditated killing of another human being. Law. A person, usually appointed by a court of law, who liquidates assets or preserves them for the benefit of affected parties. A criminal who commits homicide, who performs the unlawful premeditated killing of another human being. A criminal who commits homicide, who performs the unlawful premeditated killing of another human being. Any instrument or instrumentality used in fighting or hunting. He was licensed to carry a weapon. A means of persuading or arguing. He used all his conversational weapons.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.